So sorry, guys. I just couldn't listen to this anymore, and I kind of had to put my opinion out there for the universe to hear. Amanda Nunes is sitting here in the interview, blaming her coaches, blaming American top team. She's blaming COVID. She's blaming the fact that she wasn't 100%. She's blaming the injuries. She's blaming everything. Okay. How about this, Amanda Nunes? You are one of the greatest female fighters of all time in MMA. There's no denying Amanda Nunes is one of the best on the planet. But I don't like this. I don't like this. The excuses. Some would say, "Oh, those are not excuses, Phantom. Those are reasons." She's just making up reasons because those were the reasons why she lost the fight. Well, you're not supposed to mention those reasons after the fight. You're not supposed to make excuse. Like, it's an excuse. It's not a reason, bro. It's not. It's not because you brought it up after you lost. You brought it up after you lost. You can't bring it up after you lose. And if you were injured, produce the X-ray results. Produce the X-ray results of the injuries, and that's it. Then we'll know if you were injured before the fight. You weren't injured. You were throwing with full power. You were pivoting. You were moving very well. You just gasped because you didn't take her seriously and you thought this fight was going to be a cakewalk. You thought that Juliana was just coming in here to just lay down, and you thought you were just going to dog walk her and walk through her. But the opposite happened. The complete opposite happened. What happened? She got her ass whooped. I mean, when you look back at the fight, she won the first round, pretty easily won the first round, you could say that. But there was a submission attempt at the end of the round for Juliana with the Kimura. And then the second round starts, she's already kind of gassed because of the wrestling. You see, with Amanda Nunes, when you give her a protracted wrestling exchange, she will get tired quicker than she would if she was fighting stand-up for 5 rounds. She can fight stand-up for 5 rounds, no problem. But when you mix in the wrestling and the takedowns, and then you mix in the striking, then Juliana is gonna be able to beat her again. I think she beats her again. I mean, she's making excuses. She's not even saying, like, what she should do is say, I lost. She was the better fighter, and she beat me. She choked me out. That. But those are the facts. Like, you have to accept that. You can't just say, "Oh, the reason she choked me out was because of this, was because of that." Oh, I didn't sleep enough before the fight. I didn't eat enough food, or I didn't get enough rounds in the bedroom. I don't know, it's like, what are you talking about? I respect her because she's a great fighter, great female fighter. She's a great fighter, I respect her, but at the same time though, like, come on, Amanda, Amanda, you quit in that fight and there was no hooks. But anyways, like, it's just crazy. Let's listen to more of her explaining. Let's listen to more of this shit.
So that was very hard for me and worried me about it a little bit.
More excuses.
But I was doing other things, try to put in my head like, no, we're gonna, do this
More
in
excuses.
this way, different this time. But I'm painful, those. Unfortunately, sometimes we do dumb things, and especially in that level that I am, I'm not supposed to do those mistakes,
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, because you say dumb things, so when you look back, do you regret that you did fight, or do you say, well, I'm a warrior, that's what you're supposed to do, I'm proud of myself that I did fight?
I feel like both. I feel both.
What do I think about the rematch? I think Juliana beats her again. Honestly, think she beats her again in a rematch. I honestly think she beats her again with the wrestling. Juliana, what adjustments will Amanda make in this rematch? I don't know. It's kind of hard to see her winning that fight again because, okay, Amanda's a good wrestler, but is she a better wrestler than Juliana? Now the fight is gonna happen in what, April or March or something, after the TUF, after the Ultimate Fighter season ends. I'm gonna watch the whole show, obviously the Ultimate Fighter, but I'm gonna watch the whole thing. Of course, I'm very entertained by those things, but I'm obviously gonna watch the Ultimate Fighter. But anyways, what can she do different? Well, she needs to work on her grappling. I mean, she's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, but she needs to work on her gas tank in the grappling exchanges. Just make that VO2 max like triple it, quadruple it, times five it, like do whatever it takes to like get your VO2 max up and get your cardio up as well. And just grapple a lot in this camp. She needs to have a grapple. I don't think that's a good idea actually. Grapple more so she can keep the fight standing, but don't grapple more with the intent that you're gonna try to take her down. I think if Amanda tries to wrestle with Juliana, I think that's a mistake, in my opinion. I think that's a mistake. I do. I think it's a mistake. I think she needs to keep the fight long, control the distance with kicks. She knows what to do on the feet, but she needs to avoid the grappling, and then yeah, exactly, and make sure you work your cardio, Amanda. But I just don't like the excuses, man. Like, what the fuck? Why are you making so many excuses and fucking crying and complaining about your coaches, crying and complaining? I don't even want to watch the rest of the interview now because it's like, okay, I'm sitting here listening to someone make excuses, constantly make excuses. I don't want to listen to this shit anymore, man. Like, can you own up to the loss like a woman and fucking accept the loss? She's starting to sound like Sean O'Malley. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's insane.
I feel like sometimes I say, man, I really should listen to my doctor. He told me the first thing, like, let me handle through the doctor with UFC, and then I tell them exactly what you're going through right now, and you have to have time to rest, to recovery, if you're not gonna perform as well. I was like fighting with my doctor, saying like, you're not gonna do that. You don't have my permission to do that.
That's crazy, dude. I mean, if that's true, and her doctor told her don't fight, if her doctor literally told her don't fight because you are not medically cleared, the commission cleared her to fight, though. The commission, the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the commission cleared her to fight medically. She was cleared to fight. The commission cleared her. So I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, what the fuck is she talking about? Excuses. More excuses. It is what it is, man. I'm done listening to this girl.